Hello beautiful humans, welcome back to Kick Up Flicks. My name is Christy and I hope you are having a wonderful day. So Arcane episode 4, there is a ton of things that did happen and you can see the corruption throughout the whole entire episode in Piltover, but you do get the immersion into Piltover on how it looks and how the people flow in there, and then who their new all-star is, which is Jayce, because Jayce invented two new things as the present time, which he built like this pyre which can send blimps into hyper, like a type of warp, but they don't explain exactly how it works. We just know it works like that. And then he reinforced and stabilized the gemstone for the arcane magic, so therefore he can produce more of them at a more stable rate for the future of the next set of things that he's going to be built, which he also built as well. So he's given this huge entire speech on Happy Progress Day, which normally Professor Heimendinger does, but the council wants him to do it, which everyone kind of agrees, which I'm really happy that he's getting this. But I wonder how this is going to change, because fame does change people over time, and I wonder how is fame going to change Jayce, because he's never had it. He's literally come from the bottom and he's rising now. And the interesting part is, and I want to see if you notice, the Kiramans. Now they love them. They really do. And I'm pretty sure Caitlyn loved them too, but she was also a very big surprise for me. I didn't really talk about her for the first, second, or third episode at all. I didn't think she was going to be an important character, but oh boy, do they really put her in this one. So I feel like she's a different character that they kind of replaced with the two that we sadly lost in episode 3. And you know what? She looks good. Love her blue hair, by the way. And I like how she's kind of like a rebel, you know, wanting to be on the front lines, wanting to explore the world and see what it is and not be coveted by all this money and respect and this type of royalty that her family has. She wants to be different, and she knows that to the regular police officers that they have this respect and that her family has this respect and power, but she doesn't want that. And that is huge for me to see that they're always having some kind of edge when things could be perfect for somebody throughout their whole entire life. So Jayce also shows two different types of inventions to Professor Heimendinger, and it is the Atlas Gauntlet and the Hex Claw. Now, Professor Heimendinger did say it takes another 10 years so you can safeguard it from anything bad, or if it happens into the wrong hands, that you have a safeguard for these tools that can help people. But it still feels that Jayce wants to rush. Victor wants to rush and get them out into the world. But why? Yes, it might help now, but the amount of power that you're putting behind or inside of these weapons is humongous. And if you watch the episode very clearly, when Jayce is holding the crystal and he's moving it around, the Hex Claw follows it on its own and then fires a beam, but they shove it off as if it's anything. It makes me wonder, was it an accident, or does the arcane magic have kind of like a mind of its own, or like some kind of learning ability that they just don't know about? It seems like they're only there to use it for technical reasons, but they're not sitting there learning about what the arcane magic really is for. They're not diving into it currently. And one thing I noticed about this episode, I kind of feel sorry for Victor, because I know he was a big part of this whole entire creation thing, and they're kind of cutting him out. And normally when you cut somebody out that has helped somebody else, there are consequences to that. And on top of that, Victor looks a little sick, though we don't know exactly what's happening. Mel is another person we have to keep an eye on next to Victor, because Victor's not doing too well. I hope he gets better or makes a recovery or something. I'm not exactly too sure. But Mel is a type of person I want to keep an eye on, because she's manipulating Jayce in every possible way. She's going behind his back, trying to find investors for Hextech. That will only benefit her, but it doesn't benefit her because she's not a partner. So how is she going to achieve money through it? On top of that, and this is a really huge spoiler, or a little bit of a spoiler, he also becomes the 8th counselor. That's never happened before. So now, and it was her idea. What advantages does she have with him being a counselor to protect Hextech? Why couldn't Professor Heimendinger, the counselor who's been there for the longest, for like, he's been alive for 307 years or more by this time, why can't he be the one to watch over Hextech to make sure everything's going okay? He doesn't seem corrupted or anything at the present time. But Mel wants Jayce to do it and do it alone because he's the one who created it. So this can lead to a bunch of huge different problems. Let me know down in the comment what you guys think the potential issues are going to be in the future for this. So jumping down into the Undercity, Silo is in charge of Zion, and it is a huge change of pace. It feels different. It moves different. In fact, there's this drug that makes people's eyes turn purple. The shimmer, we find out, is very flammable. What's Silo trying to do with this shimmer? I have no idea. Where was he trying to ship it to, or where was he trying to do with it in the city? Was he going to try to use it as an explosive? And one thing is definitely for sure is that he cannot control Jinx, or a.k.a. Powder. She is grown. She is looking good. She is not afraid of anything. She has strictly lost her mind because she has like this fake Milo character that she built up sitting on a couch, and then she has like a little puppet of Clogger with the glasses just hanging from somewhere, and she's suspended in air in a cave with bombs, and her bombs actually do work this time. So I am so surprised. And not only that, she doesn't mind killing people. I will tell you that much. Out of everybody, she has killed the most amount of people so far throughout this whole entire season, and she doesn't hold back. And she also stole the Hextech gem, which also goes to show Professor Heimendinger was right. How are you safeguarding this? You have nobody protecting what you're creating, so yet you want to put stuff out into the world that you can't even protect or safeguard even at your own base. So automatically Professor Heimendinger is right, everybody else is pretty much wrong, and I think they do need to slow down a little bit on this. But either way, now that Powder got it, what is she going to do with it? What is Silo going to do with it after he revealed that she got it? And I cannot wait to see it. But I will know one thing, her head is not screwed on right. When she thought she saw Vi, she flipped out and she wants her siblings, but at the same time she doesn't, because technically she killed the person who did look like Vi. So there was just a lot going on, and she even shot her own men. So again, she's like a wild card. She's very loose, and I wonder if when Silo's done using her, what he's going to do. So the big important questions: what do you think is up with Mel? What do you think Silo's setting up, and how do you think they're going to use Jinx? Because I feel that she has a ton of weaponry. She is super smart. She has a machine gun, she has bombs, and she seems to have some intelligence, because she knew that if she was going to steal this gem, she's also going to go back and steal the research. And she knows how to add a very huge distraction by destroying another building. So till then, if you like what you see, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, hit that bell notification for every time I post, and don't forget to hit that like button, because it does help me with the YouTube algorithm. But until then, kick up and not down, and I will see you the next time I post. Peace.